Hello, hello, hello. So we have 4 different lovely eyeshadow quad palettes for Valentine's Day. This is Ranya Phillips with LimeLight by Alcone, by the way. Completely barefaced, face is prepped with my skincare. And I am going to do some February fun Valentine's eyes for you. Now, I have my computer over here. Our corporate office has put together some fun quads here, right? And I asked for a vote and I got a couple people respond. Thank you so much. And I'm going to go for February Flirt, this quad right here. So it has the numbers of the eyeshadows on it, and I'll post it in the bottom comments when I'm all done. But 38, 2, 37, and 8. So I'll be referring to my computer, which is over here from time to time, because I've got so many to choose from, and I want to make sure I'm using the right ones. So let's see, to get started, you know what I want to do? I really need to put on my first base primer first. Prime my face, get ready for makeup to adhere. Alrighty. Ooh, my face feels so dry, even though I just put tons of moisturizer on it. So hopefully, there we go. All right. And I'm putting extra primer on my eye because my eyelids are oily. And I'm starting with my eyes first, and then I will do my face. So you can tune in for the eyes. Hey, Naomi. And hey, Andrea. Hi, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And then when I'm done with my eyes, you can tune out or stick around while I do the rest of my face. I might as well do the whole thing on camera, but I like to start with my eyes first in case I have any fallout of eyeshadow. I don't want that to mess up my foundation and everything that I just laid down. So this way, if I have a mess, I can just wipe it off and then go with my foundation. So first things first for me, using our favorite brush, this Brow Tamer, and I think it's on back order right now because it's so popular, but and I might be looking over here in my Reiki mirror, which is the best light ever. If you guys want a really great light for makeup, we sell this awesome Reiki mirror. If you want to know more, just ask. So, and then I like to brush my lashes. I have terrible lashes, you guys. Seriously, they're really short and they grow straight out. See that? And they're really light. Oh, it says my connection is weak. All right, say a little prayer that it will stay with us. And I hope I'm not too pixelated. I don't want to have to pause and stop and go put it off of Wi-Fi. Maybe I'll do that. Hang on. Are we back? Still says my connection is weak, but I turned off my Wi-Fi. So I know I love my Reiki too. I really hope, why does it say it's weak if I turned off my Wi-Fi? Ah, there we go. All right, so hopefully you can all see and hear me. And I'm gonna start doing my brows with a Corkable. And I have a certain way I like to do my brows because we all like fuller brows and we all like to have that youthful appearance, right? I know I do. Okay. Everybody loves a nice brow. Don't forget your brows, ladies. Don't neglect your brows. They frame your face. They're important to do. They make such a difference. They really, really, really do. All right. We will be getting on with February Flirt in a few minutes. Thank you to those who voted. I appreciate it. Okay, better connection now. Good, 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 good. All righty. Yeah, sometimes I have to turn off the Wi-Fi for a better connection because the bedroom's the farthest away from our modem in the house. So, and I'm at like the farthest away point in the bedroom as well, right by the window. So we have Reiki light and natural light coming in. And then I turned on a lamp in the background for a little ambiance. All right. Let's see if I have what I need here. And then you just brush it out to blend it all on in here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Favorite brush, people. All right, so let's start this, shall we? I have to keep turning on my computer to see that the correct numbers. February Flirt, 38 and 2, 37 and 8. So 38 is Creamboat and 2, okay. So I'm just going to do a little powder on my eyelids first because I'm so oily and I don't want my eyeshadow to crease. It's our perfect pressed powder. It's translucent, there's no color to it, and it's wonderful. It's perfect. It's perfect. That's why we call it the perfect powder, right? Okay, so I'm going to do some of the Creamboat, which is number 38, and I'm going to go right underneath here, and I'm just going to use it as an all-over base. It's a really nice light color. I'll show it to you in a second here. Creamboat, right here. I'm trying to get you to focus. It's not a white, it's more of a cream. So, just a nice all-over base. You don't really have to do that, I just prefer. And the next one was number 2, which is a Peachy Gleam. I love it. I love Peachy Gleam. I use that all the time for my coloring. It's a peach with a little shimmer in it, right here. So I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to tap it because you get a lot of product on there. And you know we have really high pigment, you guys, don't put too much. And I am just going to pat it in there to lay it down. And some people start with crease, some people start with lid. I do different things on different days. It's whatever I feel like. So there's no rules, you guys. No rules. Do what you want. So I actually have sunshine coming through my window. Yay! It's been so gray lately. But so in addition to my Reiki light, I have lots of sunshine coming straight in. So we have good light, people. All right. Still putting this Peachy Gleam down, which is number 2. And then you can wet your brush to get more of an intense look if you like to. Right now I'm just using everything dry. So then we have 37 and 8. So 37, I'm going to get my favorite little dome blending brush for your eyes. This is perfect for the crease. I look straight ahead and just go on in. So I'm going to use number 37, which is a blush hour. It's like a pretty coral right here. Yep. All right. I'm doing this in the phone. I don't like that. I'm going to go over here and look in the mirror behind the phone here. And getting that crease right in there, blending, 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 and I'm going to put a lot on here. I guess because I have a lot of light, I don't want it to look washed out. And I'm going out to dinner tonight with my best friend. Haven't done that in ages. Yay! Yeah, this palette is awesome, Vicki. This big, huge palette of The Feeling is Neutral with all the colors. Can't go wrong. It's awesome! All right, so I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but not my computer. All right, there we go. And now the sun's like blasting in here, so I'm hot now. Woo! All right, so then it wants us to use number 8, which is Brownie Points, which is our darkest brown. Right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna use, I watched a bunch of makeup tutorials today with some of the ambassadors with LimeLight, some of my friends, and I learned a lot. So I'm gonna use this angled eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go into that dark brown and tap it. And I am gonna lay it down here on the outside edge of my lid and kind of work up, and we'll blend afterwards. Yeah? See what I'm doing? Okay. Here we go. So this is a great quad if you want like a really nice, soft, neutral eye for any time, not just for Valentine's Day. But we're calling it February Flirt. I think that's the one, isn't it? Let me double check on my computer, turning it back on here. There it is, February Flirt. Yep. All right. And I'm going to blend all this in shortly. All right. All right. So can you see how I have the dark on the edge here? Don't worry, it's a hot mess. We're going to blend. Going back to this brush, right? I'm going to wipe it off. It's always a good idea to have a clean tissue nearby and wipe off the excess color so you can have a brush with no color on it to blend. And blending is your friend. I saw a meme that said blending is my cardio. Do you remember that line from that movie with Liam Neeson? I think it was Taken. He's like, I will find you and I will kill you. Something like that. He's trying to save his daughter or something. I saw a meme that said, I will find you and I will blend your eyeshadow. I thought that was really funny. Because you don't want any harsh lines. Okay. That's actually my team talking to each other, and that's my laptop is blinging away. Hi, ladies. I know you're around. All right. And we're just going to blend the heck out of it, you guys. Blending is your friend. Okay, so does that look even? So you can do back and forth or circles. I'm going to put a little bit more of that brown over here. There we go. So that's a really light, nice look. We can use our perfect eyeliner pen, or we can use the brownie points as shadow, whatever we want to do. I am going to wipe off the same brush that I'm using, and I'm going to go back into Cream Boat. That was the first color we used. And I'm just going to put it here in the corner. And blend, 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 blend. So we have no harsh lines, right? I think that looks good. I do mascara at the end, so I won't be doing mascara now, but that's the palette of February Flirt. Whoopsie. Number 38, number 2. Where did it go? 38, 2, 37, and 8. So that's what's on my eyes. I think it looks pretty. It's really light. So I'm going to go ahead. I like to curl my lashes first before I do liner. I know that's crazy, but I have issues with my lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and curl and squeeze several times. Pump it, pump it. And then I am going to invert it to keep that curl. Sorry if this freaks you out. Okay. There we go. Nice and curled. Can you see? I love eyelash curlers. Just don't pinch your lid, ladies. We all know how much that hurts, right? Holy cow, does that hurt. Right. So I am pinching, pinching, pinching. And then I'm going to hold it up for a bit to keep that curl. Yep, got some nice curl going. Okay. So I think I'm going to go really lightly on the top with my liquid perfect eyeliner. And this came with the Reiki mirror, so I can use this close-up mirror too. That works just as good. But I'm going to go really, really light on the top, right up against my lash line, you guys. And I've got eyebrows, I'm sorry, eyelashes going everywhere. But My eyeliner pen is a little older, so it's not as pointy as it was. I may have to switch out to our angled. There we go. See how it gives the appearance of thicker lashes already? Very, very pretty. Do it over here. There we go. This side might be a little thicker. That's okay. It is okay. Hey, Kendra. All right, so this is February Flirt without the mascara. I'm going to go back to that brownie points and I'm going to use that as liner. I'm going to get our smoky eyeliner brush, one of my faves. Make sure that I have all the color cleaned off a bit. There we go. And I'm going to go back into that brownie points. It's still part of that quad palette. It's this dark brown right here. And I'm going to go underneath just to give it a softer look underneath. I won't use that our Perfect liquid eyeliner pen. But I like these colors. I think they complement my skin tone and my hair. And then we have several palettes for February and fun Valentine's Day, just overall fun palettes. And you can do any of them that you want. And I'm going to go over with that same brownie points over to soften. Because I'm not feeling having any harsh lines right now. So I just want to soften that Perfect black eyeliner pen with a little bit of this brownie points and this smoky eyeliner brush. Can you see how it softened it just a little bit? Don't mind my two friends here. They'll be going away very soon. We'll take care of that, don't you worry. Alrighty. Don't you worry. Alrighty. Yeah, so this is a real easy look, you guys. You can do it. We give you 4 colors. If you have darker hair, you can even use that brownie points for your eyebrows. And you can see how I use it as eyeliner. So it's really pretty and soft. I like it. So all I would need to add to complete that eye look for February Flirt is mascara, but I like to do that at the end. So that's the eye palette. Thanks for joining, and you can stick around because I'm going to do my full face. So if you want to stick around, feel free, or catch me in the replay. But I'm going to just keep on trucking along. Here is my little Z palette. I use many different concealers, and that's my Shinto 1 foundation. So I don't use the traditional palette that I used to. It comes with 3 spots, 1 for your foundation. Here it is, 1 for your foundation and 2 spots for your concealer. And it's really nice when you buy this palette for yourself. See that? But I started mixing and matching and playing. So I'm gonna go with our buffer brush, which I've been digging a lot lately. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna add a little must do. My face is so dry. This is one of our oils. And it just, God, my face feels tight. I'm so over winter. I'm ready for warmth. I'm ready for sandals. There we go. And you can mix this with your foundation too to have a nice dewy look like all the youngins do. All right, back to our favorite buffer brush. This should be back soon, you guys. It's on back order because it's so incredibly popular. But I dip it right into my foundation and I use Shinto 1. And I start in the middle of the face and really light circles. And I'm going for a light application this time. Sometimes I use my blender full, but you don't always need a heavy application. You see how that's taken away some of my redness? And I'm not pressing hard at all, very lightly. It's like a little mini, almost like a touchless car wash for your face. Bet you never heard anyone say that. And I'm gonna have to definitely add some concealer to get rid of my blemishes, my dark circles, and cover up a little bit more redness. But do you see how just the foundation alone really helped with covering up that redness? It is awesome, thebomb.com. Denise, thanks for sharing my video. All right. Now I am going to go down here and bring it down to my neck. And I'm going to show you how I take care of my scar. See my scar? All right, so I'm gonna go into concealer number 1, which has a greenish cast, to, what's the word I'm looking for? Cancel out the redness. So can you see how that's already helping here? Ooh, it's hard for me to do this in the phone. I have to look in the mirror. But do you see how that cancels out the redness? And then I'm going to go over there with my skin tone color. And that for me right now is a mixture of numbers 2 and 3. And it's waterproof. Our concealer's waterproof. It's botanical, it's wax-based, and you can cover up tattoos with it. It is awesome. So now I'm going with a mixture of concealers 1 and 2 for my skin tone and covering it. And I like to pat. For me, that works the best. Can you see how it's almost gone? And now I am going to set it with our pressed powder. You should always set your concealer. So I'm just lightly tapping it and setting it. See? All gone. I love that. And then you can do this in layers. So if you still feel like you need a little bit more, you can always go back after the powder. I think I'm gonna go back with my lighter, number 2, and do the edges a little bit. Some days it covers easily, some days it doesn't. I think it depends on the lighting. And putting powder back on it again. Sometimes layering helps. Same with blemishes, you guys. Okay. I'm going to use my fingers to do the concealer around my eyes because your fingers warm it up really good. And I'm using concealer number 2. See how very little bit I'm using? And I learned today that if you have a lot of fine lines under your eyes, if you're a certain age, which I'm 46 and proud, but I do have some fine lines, which Sotox has really taken care of, I must say. That's our serum in our skincare line. All our skincare line is cruelty-free. Many of our products are Leaping Bunny certified. I think our whole entire skincare is, and almost all of our makeup is. We're working on all of it. But the lips, lipsticks, and eyeshadows are Leaping Bunny certified. There we go. And I'm going to give a little lightness to my nose here. And just a little lightness up this way. Kind of brighten up the center of the face, right, ladies? Covering up the redness. And then my fingers really warm this up nicely. Just melts into your skin. Okay, so this blemish here is purpley, so it's got some red undertones. And one of my favorite things to use is this Dome blending brush for eyeshadow, because it's really dense and you can really kind of really get at that blemish. So I'm going to use a little bit of that #1 concealer, which is greenish, to cancel out that redness. And I might have to do layers, especially after I put on my blush. But and then I'm going to stick my buffer brush right back into concealer #2. And there's just a little redness here around my nose. Okay. All right. Using this, I'm not adding more powder, I'm just using what's on there, kind of going over that blemish, but that will definitely have to be more than once. Now, I learned today, don't mind my sponge, it's a little dirty, but if you spray setting spray, because if you don't want powder under your eyes and you don't want getting creasing under your eyes, spray your Blenderful sponge with some setting spray. And go ahead and set that under your eyes. You won't need as much powder. I'm actually going to use that wet Blenderful that has my setting spray mixed in and add just a little bit more to camouflage the bags that I have. And I like this bouncing. You stipple it in there. See? I might still use a little powder. That's that. And I do have to layer over this particular blemish. It's just the way it is, people. Going back, my powder. There we go. Okay. I'm going to take my big powder brush and I'm only going to put a little bit of powder in my T-zone. I'm going to take a smaller brush that I have and barely powder where I have my concealer under my eyes. That helps set it. Okay. So I look pretty pale, don't I? Like no color in my face. Now we're going to add back the color. What we're doing is like balancing out your face. Hey, Susan. Balancing out the face and trying to take all the redness out. So that's what we were doing. So I am going to use, this is a duo palette I made. This has got our bronzer and highlighter in it. Taking my other favorite brush, and you go from top of your ear and you feel right under your cheekbone where you have that hollowness to do a little contour. Okay, you can do that. You want to, if you want to use foundation to do that, or if you want to use darker color concealer. I'm cheating and using a little bronzer. Do you see how that gave me definition? Took maybe a pound off my face, took away my little chubby cheek sister look. And you don't want to bring it in very far. Do you see that effect? Isn't that cool? I love that. Makeup is so cool, you guys. It's the little things for me. And I'm just going to go and blend by my hairline, putting a little warmth back in my face, and then under my jawline to create some shadows to take away any kind of double chin action, staying near the hairline, but not on my jawline, just right underneath it. All right, I'm going to use my same brush. I'm going to wipe it off in between colors. And I'm going to go add that highlight, blush number 6, right here. It's really pretty as right underneath your eyebrows too, you guys. But getting a little bit on there and giving myself a highlight right up here. See that blemish kind of shows through? I may have to layer a third time. There we go. And then it just gives you such a nice soft sheen. Just a little bit of a glow. There we go. And lately I've really been digging blush number 1. Like a really pretty mauvey. See, this is more orangey right here. This is number 4. And number 5 is super pink. All right. Trying to get it to, there we go. That's a good focus of it. See how this is orangey peach, this is super light pink, and this is a deep mauve. So I have been really, so you're going to go right in between where you put the blush on the bronzer, I mean the bronzer and the highlighter, and you're putting some color in your face. You start soft and build if you want more color, you guys. Don't start too much because our stuff is so pigmented, right? 50% pigment. And you notice I'm always tapping my brush. But if you do get too much, fear not. You can always blend it out and you can go back and use your blender full if it has foundation on it, or your buffer brush that I use to put on my foundation, and get it all blended if you put too much. I like a lot of blush. So I'm still going to blend, don't worry. Where is my, all right, powder brush. Kind of buffing through everything. So, and I can still go back with bronzer if I still feel too pale. I kind of like that look though. Kind of digging it. Don't worry, we still have to do lips. But let me go and fix that one little blemish. He bugs me. I'll put some powder on it. It's right in the middle of where my blush goes, so I still want my blush. I don't want it to look like one big white dot. So I kind of blend it around there. And this is our angled blush brush. Just doing some more blending. I'm not as washed out as I look, I promise. Maybe because I don't have other light in here. Hang on, because the sun just went away. Should I go more crazy with bronzer? Getting that highlighter back in here. Just blending. There we go. All right. So I haven't done mascara yet. And lips. Let's blend this eyeshadow a little bit more. I like this February. Is this February Flirt? What do we do here? Hang on. Yeah, February Flirt is what we did. I'll put the picture down in the comments and a picture of the final look when we're done. Alrighty. What lip shall we use? What lip shall we use? Hey, Jessie. Let's see. You want to stay Valentine's Day like? Should I go red? Or shall we do a pinky brown? Or shall we do a pinky sparkle wedding cake? What do I want? Or should I go all out and do red hot? Nah, I think I'll stay more on the neutral side. So many decisions. Mia's too light, Ella's too dark. I could mix these two. That would be pretty, right? Ooh. Okay, we're having a mixing session. I'm going to mix Mia and Elle. These are part of our Lottie collection. They are limited edition. So once they're gone, they're gone. That's why I ordered a few of them, because I love the colors. All right, there's some Mia. And there's some Elle. I'm gonna take my lip brush. Yep, I have a clean one. And I'm gonna mix them together on my spatula. And I'm gonna use a little lip brush and go on in. It's pretty. I like it. Oh, this is a nice combo, you guys. This will stay all day. There's some weird crustiness going on here. There we go. The only time for me that I get it spread anywhere else, does anybody else have this problem? When I eat a sandwich. Because my bottom lip turns like down when you go to bite, and then I get a line here. So sometimes if I have a really bold lip, I won't eat a sandwich, or I'll use a fork and knife. Ooh, that turned out such a pretty color. Loving it. All right, mascara. You know what? I need to open a new one. I'm opening up a new one, you guys. The other one is Fini. Mine lasts usually 2 months, sometimes 3, depending on how often that I use it. But always replace it after 3 months at the most, whether you're using it or not. If you used it once and it sits there, you still got to replace it. because all that bacteria can build up and you do not want to give yourself any kind of eye infection. Am I right or am I right? Because that's just gross. All right. There we go. Ah, fresh new mascara. I love it. And I've already curled my lashes. I'm just going to warm this up, mix this up a little bit. Valentine Vixen. Oh, wait, is that it? I keep forgetting what it's called. February Flirt. Flirting. All right, so let's give ourselves a little drama, huh? Oh man, I love a new mascara. Oh, it's so great. Nothing like opening up a fresh new mascara. And I just made a boo-boo. I just made a boo-boo. There is my concealer brush. Got rid of that. Look at the difference in my lashes. Isn't that amazing? Now, I like to bend my brush, so I'm going to go ahead, since this is the first time I'm taking it out. There we go. It's just easier that way. I find I make less mistakes when I bend the brush like that. And then it just stays bent. I mean, don't bend it back and forth, you don't want it to break off, but I mean, if you just keep it, you bend it once and you keep it that way, it'll stay bent coming in and out of the tube. Holy smokes, you guys. Just one layer of our perfect mascara. Now this has got the fibers built in. One-step process, and this is one layer. Can you believe this? Wah! I love it. Gotta do your mascara face. But see how when this is bent, I can get in certain angles a little easier? Less likely to make a mistake. All right, my bottom lashes look crazy long now. I love this stuff. Oh my God, I forget how amazing this is. All you have to do is open a brand new bottle after you've been using yours for a couple months and you're like, oh yeah, this is really amazing. It's perfect. Now that's just one coat. Could you imagine if I wanted drama and kept going with multiple coats? There we go. All right. February Flirt. Kind of looks fun and nice, huh? All right, so I've got a spray, my finishing spray, 10 years younger. And that's all you have to do. All right. Thanks for playing with me, you guys. Thank you for helping me pick out my lashes. I just washed my hair, so it's really big. But not my lashes, my eyeshadow. Hello. All right, so if you have any questions or comments, please drop them below, and I will Brittany. And I will go ahead and post the picture of what I put on my eyes down there. And if you have any questions, let me know. Have a great, great, great day. And let's gear up for Valentine's Day, huh? Get your new lippies, ladies. All right, thanks again for watching. This is Ranya Phillips with LimeLight by Alcone. Bye.